I think it is now 7:34. Should I continue or should I hold up for a little while until people jump in?
No, it's okay. You can continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, great. So, I am Tamara. You may hear an accent in my voice. I'm from St. Lucia, but I represent Marriott right now, talking about the Mexico properties, the Caribbean, as well as Latin America. So we have several resorts, and I will share with you how you can close a sale. I will share with you information so at least you can go out there and sell more of the Marriott properties. Because a lot of times you sell the inclusive, you sell the EPs, but what I'm hearing is a lot of you guys would say, I never think of Marriott tomorrow. Like I know of the Marriott Aruba, like I know of that. And it's not my first option because you are so used to seeing a property that you don't take a look at. So now we're going to shift things around. So when you're booking your clients, you automatically think of Marriott first and foremost. So we'll talk about why Marriott properties. We'll also talk about some openings, our all-inclusive properties, and a highlight on our Caribbean resorts. So we have both the luxury as well as the premium properties. So your luxury would contain your Ritz-Carlton, your St. Regis, your Solaz, your Zadoon, your Oceana, your Salterra, and so the W, etc. That would be your luxury. I don't handle those brands, but I can surely share information with you if you have questions. And for that, we are throughout the properties. But I also cover, what I do cover is the premium properties. So between luxury and the premium, we're looking at 47 resorts and 17 destinations. If you're looking at only the premium properties, we're looking at 21 resorts and 11 destinations. So your premium properties would be your Sheraton properties, your Marriott property, your elegant properties, and that's in Aruba, in Curacao, in Grand Cayman. You have your Westin, as well as the Marriott property in Cancun, in Cabo, as well as St. Kitts. So you do have some destinations that are off the beaten path where your clients want to visit, and we will share information about that. So in regards to opening, we did a lot of opening for the luxury properties. We opened an Almere, which is a luxury, all-inclusive, adult-oriented resort on Isla Mujeres. To get to Isla Mujeres, you have to take the ferry from Cancun to head across to Isla Mujeres. To get around Isla Mujeres, you take a golf cart and you just drive around and you experience that. That Almere property is very boutique style. It is very it's luxury to your highest end. You know, we took a look at what other properties experience and the teething problems they had, and we perfected that for the Almere property. 139 rooms, dining options to choose from, your spas, exclusive, but it gives you that true luxury all-inclusive that you're looking for your clients. Then in 2025, we opened the St. Regis Aruba Resort, the Salterra, which is in Turks and Caicos, as well as Nicoya, which is a Ritz-Carlton Reserve in Costa Rica. And that is a stunning property. If you are not following that, follow it because the amount of things you will find at that property is unbelievable. The Ritz-Carlton San Juan, which will be opening in Q1 of 2026. The W Punta Cana All-Inclusive Resort, which is amazing. You have very high-end, you have 4 rooms in a villa option. Then we have the Westin Puerto Vallarta, which is currently there, but it will be opening, it's EP right now, but it will open as an all-inclusive concept. And as you know, Curacao is up and coming because of another property that blew it all away in terms of airlift. But we do have our Marriott property in Curacao, but we're opening an all-inclusive, as well as the St. Regis Cap Cana, which is in the gorgeous gated community in Cap Cana, the DR. So let's take a look at our all-inclusive properties because that's what your clients are looking for. So I talked to you about the Almere property, which is the all-inclusive. If your clients take, for example, because there you have to take a ferry from Cancun to head to Isla Mujeres. Because we have a JW Marriott on the mainland in Cancun, if something happened, your client missed their flight, they're not able to get on that flight to get in time to get over on the ferry because the ferry is a certain time frame. They will spend the night at the JW Marriott and then be escorted to Almere the following morning. And yes, we have an all-inclusive property right next to the JW Marriott, but we want to make sure that the standard is kept from the moment the client step on any of our property and they get to that specific destination that they experience the highest level of service. So let's jump into the all-inclusive concept. When you look at the all-inclusive, we have our Delta Hotels by Marriott, which is in Riviera Island. We also have our Marriott Cancun all-inclusive and the Barbados collection, which is basically our elegant properties in Barbados. The first property, the Delta Hotel, is, nestled 30 minutes away from Puerto Vallarta International Airport, and it's in the hills. So your clients would wake up and they would see the stunning green, lush vegetation around them. They would hear the birds chirping around them. It gives a feeling of a Ritz-Carlton, but a lower level price for your client. Tips and taxes are also included. So because we're nestled in the mountains, what you will find is we do have a beach club, which is only 15 minutes away, that we provide your clients that shuttle experience so that they can enjoy the ocean while they are in that area. So they're not missing anything. They're getting a piece of everything when they experience the Delta hotels. So we want you to experience a simple fun stay with centric pools, entertainment tailored with your food and beverage for the entire family, golf course as well, which your clients, if your clients are looking, this is a great one for them because we have 2 golf courses around. So it's something for everyone to experience. Then we move across to our Marriott all-inclusive. And this is the first Marriott with the word all-inclusive behind it. And we opened that property September of 2024. So it's brand new and we elevated that all-inclusive section. So we're giving you a much bigger sense of room. We're giving you 9 food and beverage options for your clients to experience while they are with us. Within that property also, you do have a kids camp, and we're not calling our kids camp, we're calling it Camp Kid Club. Simply because you have that 15-year-old, 11-year-old that do not want to, that feel that they do not want to be, that they're not young enough to be around kids, but they're not old enough to be around adults. So you have that sweet spot. You have to have enough entertainment to entertain them. And that is why we call that, because there's so much to do for all level of ages that the family may have to experience. So we are only 11 miles from the airport. So we're in the Cancun hotel zone, and we are stretched on that beautiful stretch of the Mexican Caribbean coast. You're only 2 hours from various archaeology sites as well as ecological parks. We're giving you 450 rooms. Again, we're giving you 9 restaurant options. And it's not just Mexican, Italian. It's not just that. We're giving you Moe's Burger, which is the original recipe from 1927. We're giving you Polynesian grill. We're giving you traditional Mexican. We're giving you the noodle bar. We're giving you so much more. So it's an elevated level of service, elevated level of food, elevated level of food and beverage. And when you think of all inclusive, it's not just food and beverage that we're thinking of. We're also thinking of your mind and your body because we want you to dine into the yoga. We want you to dine into the wellness aspect. There is a hotel that says that give us your body, we'll give us a week and we'll give you your body back, something of that sort. So it's not just food and beverage, but it's also the mind, body, and spirit that will be rejuvenated for when you get back on your American soil or wherever. So next we're off to Barbados. I'm going to stop there for a little while and dive more into Barbados. So Barbados is, you have a string of Caribbean islands. Barbados is more to the east. So what the islands will call the Caribbean Sea, Barbados will call, sorry, what the Caribbean will call Atlantic Ocean, Barbados now will call Caribbean Sea, which means that the waves are a little bit more choppier. It's more body waves. It's not calm. It's not as calm as the Caribbean side, but you will find different areas. So if you look at the west coast, the east coast, sorry, which is where you have the airport, we do have Turtle Beach, which is right next to Oyston's or Oyston's fish fry. Then on the West Coast, you have 6 properties that would give you more of a turquoise, more of a calm water for your clients to experience. There are complimentary or water taxes to take your client from property to property to property to property. So that means you cannot send your clients for only 2 or 3 days. It has to be for 5 days and 6 days and 7 days so they can experience not one, but all the properties that we have. We did renovations to the property. So we did renovations to the Waves property, as well as I always mistake this, as well as the Treasure property. So those are the 2 properties that we renovated completely. And as of yesterday, they were converted to an autograph collection. So the remaining property are still under construction. As a matter of fact, Turtle Beach, we closed off completely, as well as Crystal Cove, which is closed off completely. The Waves property, there are 2 sides. It's you have the main road, you have uh, the adult section across the road, and you have the normal rooms, the family section closer to the beach. I was conflicted when I got there because I love to be near the ocean. And I was like, oh man, this is perfect. The water is turquoise. I could see turtles. I feel like I can swim, do an extra excursion and swim with the turtles. But then when I went to the other side, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I can see myself reading a book, relaxing here. And when I feel like going on the other side, I could. So you have to know your clients when you book in that specific resort to know what they are traveling for because every resort has its own personality and what the client is traveling for this time may not be the same as the next time they're traveling. So know the occasion that they're traveling to put them in that exact room. Barbados is a small island, so everything is small. To get to the destination, to get around, you drive through the streets and you see the houses where how the locals live, and there's a lot of tourists walking around, so it tells you that it's a safe destination. Bridgetown is right here, so there's a lot of activities happening on the west side of Barbados. So let's talk about the opening, the closing, what's going on with the elegant properties. So like I said, Treasure Beach, that will be opening, that opened, sorry, December 15th, and the Waves is completely renovated. Turtle Beach, Crystal Cove, closed, and that will be open January 1st. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, do it. If you want me, I can always send it to Deb, and Deb can send it across to you. So at least you will know when the rooms will be in inventory so that you can sell to your clients. Let's also talk about our Treasure Beach, which is our luxury, only 33 properties, 33 rooms, and that's what you'll find in Barbados. A lot of the resorts are very small, boutique, and the high end you will definitely find in that destination. So one restaurant, but because of the complimentary taxis, you can definitely move around, giving you that ultimate and intimate experience for Barbados. Let's now head to Hacienda del Mar, which is in Los Cabos. So as you know, Los Cabos is a desert, but that specific destination gives you the desert feel, it gives you lush greenery, but it also gives you the ocean vibe. The beach is not swimmable, but because of where the pools are, it gives you that feeling that you're right on the beach. There are direct flights heading from Newark as well as New York to Los Cabos. So your clients, if they're tired of going to the Caribbean, there is something that they can experience and enjoy only 4 hours away. Cabo San Luca is only 15 minutes from our area. We are located in Cabo del Sol. So we give you that green, lush vegetation. We give you the sea. We give you the desert that we have. So again, it's all about belief, a blend, and memories of Mexico. So as you can see where we are located, we're only 30 minutes away from the airport. We're 15 minutes away from Cabo San Luca. So if your clients, want to experience that entertainment, they definitely can do it. But we're only 15 minutes away. We do have a car rental company right on property that your clients can experience, jump in and experience Cabo. Like I said, we do have the garden view, and you will not get that in any other property. Do a test and you will see. We have the Cabo partial, but for your festive season, if you have big family, we do have that option where we give them 3 and 4 bedroom suites. So think of Thanksgiving, think of Christmas, New Year's, clients want to head out. Start taking a look at that now, because only when you do it now, you can probably have or trigger your clients to start thinking of getting away for Christmas and Thanksgiving, because nobody wants to be in the kitchen for Thanksgiving. Now, I do know we have a video. I can show it. Let me just play it so at least we can go through the destination. Hopefully it will go through. So we have 5 pools. 3 of those pools have a swimmer bar. So you can see how close we are to the ocean, giving you that feel that you're right there. Relaxation, a drink in your hand, what more do you need? Or a book. We do have 2 Michelin chefs at our property, and we pride ourselves not only on food, but also experience as well as spa opportunities for you and your clients. The one place nobody wants to go when they're on vacation, the golf course is right next to the property. The car rental, which is on property, so your clients can experience the destination. But take a look at the space of the room, giving you a true sense of a hacienda, the houses of Mexico, the colors of Mexico. We updated our bed, so that is relatively new as well. The garden rooms as well. giving you 8 restaurants to choose from. And you can go to Cabo and not have fresh fish now. Like I said, 15 minutes from Cabo, San Luca. And you can always head back home at Hacienda Del Mar to experience a true vacation. If you're looking for destination wedding, if you're looking for that sweet spot, a girl's getaway, this is the perfect destination. We do have convention space to fit up to 1,000. So go out there and look for that big group that will surely have you feeling really good for the year. We talked about our unique hotel experience, our food. We do have 8 restaurants on property. Out of the 8, only one is buffet, and that's in the morning. In the evening, that transition, sorry, to either an Italian or French restaurant. Our chef worked for the government of Mexico, so he traveled where he had to cook for Obama and all those different other places with the president of Mexico. So again, you're getting a fusion of Mexican as well as all those other flavors infused into the cuisine. So we are giving you some stay 4 nights, get 25% off, book a suite for 2 nights and receive $100 US credit. That QR code is actually the contact for the sales manager of the property. So you can always take that, reach out to her and let her know that you did a webinar with me and you are ready to see the property. You're ready to send your clients down. Let's talk about our last all-inclusive resort, which is in Dominica Republic. That property is 90 minutes away from the airport. It is called our Marriott Beach All-Inclusive Resort. This used to be the Desire or Temptation property, and there are 2 sections within the property. You have the grand section, which is adult only, and you have the family section, which is family, of course. The only section that is open right now is the grand section, which features 116 rooms, giving you 3 room categories, which are your grand standard garden view, your grand junior suite with jacuzzi, as well as your grand duplex, meaning 2 floors suite, swim up. And we have 4 restaurants open. And it's not just any 4 restaurant. We're giving you the Asian fusion, the raw bar, the seafood, the Latin kit. And of course, yes, we have your snack bar providing you both lunch and dinner. This is your oasis from the ordinary. And from here, I will show you where the grand section is and where the family section is. The family section is not open as yet, and that will provide you swim out suites as well as, and giving you 384 rooms for your clients. So something different, and this is on pristine beach, which does not accumulate any seaweed or anything of that sort. And why Mitch's, which is all the way in Timbuktu, 90 minutes away? Simply because there's a lot to do in that area. You have both land as well as sea excursions, so your clients don't have to go too far out to experience Punta Cana. This building right here is where the clients or the staff leaves because we're so far out, we want to make sure that we have the staff to serve you while you are with us. The one thing also I need to stress on is the food and beverage for all of the Marriott properties that I have experienced. It's not just when you ask for a spicy margarita, you taste the spice, you taste the jalapeno, you taste every single thing. So it starts with the ingredient. So we heard you. You want a all-inclusive that when I ask for one drink, that one drink will be perfect from the first sip up until the last sip. All the meals are perfect. This is what all of the Marriott properties will give to you. As you know, you're able to register your bookings, your all-inclusive bookings with Marriott. So when I say all-inclusive, that is inclusive of the Royalton, that is inclusive of the Almere, that is inclusive of the Westin. So all of your all-inclusive properties, you are able to register those bookings to earn Bonvoy points for yourself as well as the dollar value. So if you book through a tour operator, you will get those points. If you book direct, you will obviously get more points. So let's head on to our EP properties now. The first stop, Aruba. Why do your clients choose Aruba for any vacation? If you know, you can always drop it in the chat. Let me see who is paying attention. Why do your clients choose Aruba? It is one, outside of the hurricane belt. Two, you have stunning beaches, you have pink sand, you have flamingo. There's so much to do in that small destination. And you know, New Englanders or Northeast people, they love Aruba. And the saying is, if you don't see anyone in Northeast, definitely go down to Aruba and you will find them. So for our Aruba properties, we do have a casino on property, 390 rooms, but as of May 2nd, we will be doing some renovations. So if you take a look at the room has dark colors in there. So we will be changing that over to have it more lighter, more refreshed. So we're giving your clients a vibrant room so that they can feel like they're right in the Caribbean, opening up the windows, bringing the sea into the room so you feel you're right here. Also, those renovations will be done by October, giving you enough time to start promoting, to start selling for festive season, to start selling for the hurricane season, because we want our clients to travel right through. Curacao is another destination that is right next to Aruba. Curacao does not give you that long stretch of beach, but is more alcove of beach. But our property sits on a gorgeous beach. We are only 8 minutes away from the airport, 10 minutes away, sorry, from the airport, but 8 minutes away from Williamsted. And you cannot go to Curacao and not go down into the city and experience Williamsted, because Williamsted has so much to offer. The colorful houses, the murals on the wall, and the dining opportunities. But if your clients want to do that, they can easily take a taxi, stop off before the bridge, and then walk across the bridge and experience downtown. Or they can rent a car, which they can access right on our property, explore for 2, 3 days, and sit right on that beach, watch the sunset. But you have to do it with a margarita or a pina colada in your hand. So on our beach, you're able to snorkel right there. If you have, this is a family property, you are able to plant coral reefs with your family. Again, so much to do. There are two pools, a family pool, as well as a lap pool, which is the quiet pool. We did some renovations as well, giving you 336 room, the blues in the room, the splash of color, 6 restaurants. And I have to say, every restaurant that I went to, simply amazing. From the steak to the seafood, I gained probably 20 pounds, but I could not find a bad meal. And because it's EP, you're able to experience the dining options within Curacao. Now let's move over to Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman is voted number 1 for safety. Our property is only 10 minutes away from the airport. Our property is a beachfront property. As you can see, the beach, the water lashes on the property. So I always tell clients, and the color is exactly like that. I always tell clients, we have two pools, the salt water, the fresh water, which is on top, and the saltwater pool. You technically walk down the steps and you're in the water. The water would get to you by your calves, and you can experience, keep on walking and experience all the water sports activities that we have available, which is included in your resort fees. We have 279 rooms. We have suites, we have restaurants. So take a look at the ratio number of rooms compared to number of restaurants, and you will see that there is something for your clients where they can move around, they can make reservation, and they can have at least one restaurant or one option every evening and try something totally different. When we did some renovations to the room, we changed the bedding, we added some space, we added the color, a true ocean front. And for your festive season, the family suites fits 6 individuals, bunk bed, pull-out couch, as well as the king size bed. And we do have connecting rooms as well. But as of April, we will be working on our beach. So you have that long stretch of sand before, and the only beach with a smiley face will be in Grand Cayman. That property, because it's voted for safety, number one for safety, you are able to jump on the bicycles program that we have, which is also included in your resort fee, and ride along the 7 mile stretch. There are pathways that you can experience or go through, and then you can jump on the ocean or jump in the sea now. As of April, no longer you have that option to experience the sand, the sea right in front of your property. So you have absolutely no reason why you should not go to Grand Cayman. And Grand Cayman is a destination that, your clients want something for 4 days. This is the spot because the airport is very small. You go through, you go out, and that's it. By 2 o'clock, you can have a pina colada in your hand and be on any of the two beaches that we have. In Puerto Rico, we have two properties. We have Marriott, San Juan Marriott, as well as Sheraton, Puerto Rico. So for the Marriott property, that is 13 minutes from Old San Juan, 15 minutes from the airport. You also are 8 minutes from 5 minutes from a calm beach. Yes, we are right next to the beach. We're right on the beach, but we're right downtown, and the beach tends to be a little choppy because of the rip currents January, February, March. So if your clients want to experience that ocean, they can either walk 5 minutes across to a beach where they can float away or kayak or do so many other things. They can either take the bicycles that we have on property, they can walk, they can take an Uber, all of that option. The rooms right here would be called your ocean front. But think about it. On evenings, what happens to that ocean front? What can you see? Total darkness, right? But if you are in the ocean view, which is right here, you still get that ocean front view. You still have that resort lights that you can see from below, which is your pool, and you can still have the city light as well. So it gives you the best of both worlds. As you can see, 100% of our rooms do have balconies, and of course, all of them have sitting arrangements that you can sit down there, have your coffee early morning, or just relax and listen to the waves lash onto the ocean, on the sand while you're there with your loved one. In our property, we have 4 restaurants, but we also have a room called Lanai. The Lanai give you an extended patio where you are able to sit there and watch your kids play in the water park, or you are able to get some drinks being served by the pool guys right on your lanai while you just relax and have fun. So again, everything, it's about familiarity. You look outside, you have a coffee, you have Starbucks right in front of you. But we do have a coffee shop in the lobby. There is a casino as well, which is no smoking. You turn to your left, there is a CVS. You turn to your right, there is a restaurant. You go further down, there's a bar. You go further down, there's a coffee shop. So if you want to experience Puerto Rico, you can easily do it because we're right smack in the middle of everything. Then we have our Sheraton property, which is right next to District T-Mobile, which has every single thing. Various screens. You have the indoor zip line. Beautiful opportunity for your clients to experience and have fun. Our property is not on a beach. Our pool is on the second floor. We do have a casino, but for the beach as well as Old San Juan, we do have complimentary shuttles that your clients can jump to the ocean as well as Old San Juan. So when you have clients heading across to Puerto Rico, take a look at the Sheraton property because we have two properties, but it gives you the best of both worlds. Which one would be perfect for your clients? Now we're off to St. Kitts. St. Kitts is not a beach destination, but we are located right smack middle on that beach with the golf course right next to it. Yes, we did do some renovations as well. 316 rooms with a golf course, as well as so many things for your clients to experience. If your clients are looking for adventure, this is the spot for them because you have monkeys, you have the forest, etc. So it's a smaller version of Costa Rica. So if your clients have been to Costa Rica, they want something on a smaller scale, this is the spot for them. Now we're off to Costa Rica. Our property sits an hour and 30 minutes away from San Jose International Airport, and this is Los Sueños Marriott Ocean and Golf Resort. The Greg Norman Golf Course behind you, it's on a beach. We also have swim-up suites. We have floating breakfast, so you don't have to go all the way to Bali to experience it with your girlfriends. You can experience right in Los Sueños. We also have food trucks. The marina is right next to us, a quick 5 minutes walk away. So if you have clients that want to do the deep sea fishing, etc., this is perfect for them. We also have our company that you are able to do all your excursions because you cannot go to Costa Rica and not zip line. You cannot go to Costa Rica and not have chocolate or have coffee. You can do all of that right there and come back to your resort and have that spa treatment, or you can probably have steak, or you can do that, which is included in your resort fee, go around the property and see the birds and the animals in its natural habitat. So we were able to go across and see a sloth right on property, and the sunsets are exactly as it is right here. Everything, when we did renovations, everything was changed except the tiles because the tiles are hand painted for that specific destination. So again, you can see how close we are to the ocean, but at the same time, you do have the feel of being in a natural setting, Costa Rica. So we're off to Puerto Vallarta. What is Puerto Vallarta known for? Stunning sunsets, golden sun, golden sand, as well as sunrises. April, you know that's the time that you have the whale watch, so you can definitely sit in your room and see that right outside your patio. So we have two properties. We have the Marriott Puerto Vallarta, which gives you 405 rooms, but we also have the Westin Resort, which I did talk about, the all-inclusive concept. Right now it is EP, sits on a coconut plantation. We made some renovations. Your top room gives you the plunge pool and perfect views to see the whales bridging in the ocean. So 206 rooms now 14 suites, 4 restaurants, but when it converts to an all-inclusive next year, April, we're going to give you 15 restaurants to choose from. One thing I did not mention was the Sunrise, the Marriott Mitches in DR. When this currently only 4 restaurants are open, but when the family section is open, it will give you 17 restaurants to choose from. So now I really want to take you somewhere, and I hope that out of all the destinations that I have shown you, there is one that spoke to you, and hopefully you will start pushing out that property, researching on that property, so at least you are able to speak clearly to your clients and book your clients to experience that destination. When your clients are everything is about Bonvoy. So your clients want their Bonvoy points because Bonvoy is like cash. If your clients want the Bonvoy points, you have to make the booking. You have to book directly on our portal. If they do not want the points, or they feel whatever, you probably feel you want to do it with your tour operator, by all means, make that booking. I just want heads in bed. So if you make the booking through the tour operator, the client will not be able to receive any of the Bonvoy points. If you have not done the excellence program, please jump on board so that you can experience our fantastic rates to enjoy the destination, because the more you enjoy, the more you experience, the more you sell, because now you're selling out of passion, you're selling out of your experience, and clients can see right through you. So try to get out there, experience something different, because Marriott is definitely where you want to go. So I think I may have, if I have questions, please feel free, drop the question. I'll be more than happy to answer those.
I have a question. So years ago I went to I know we're in Aruba. There's the Marriott Surf Club. Is that not part of this?
So it's not part of my portfolio.
Oh, okay.
So I only shared with you my portfolio. So if you have any questions, or you're sending a client across and you want to probably add a note to their room, so at least, the client feel you right there with them, then you reach out to me. And even if I do not represent them, you still feel free to reach out to me and I will connect you. So at least you can still continue that process.
Okay, because I mean I stayed there, oh, gosh, at least 15 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
yep, the one that you showed was like right next door, but the casino, which I did go to the casino, but I stayed at
Right?
the club, so. And then I stayed at the San Juan Marriott, God, even longer, I don't even know, 30 years ago. And I don't remember the rooms having lanais. That must be super new.
That is new.
Oh, okay.
So that means you have to go back.
Oh, okay. I know. I haven't been to Puerto Rico in a long time. I'm like, oh, I did have such a fun time there. It's a good distance between, not too far from the airport and not too far,
True.
yeah, from Old San Juan and
Right. And your clients that do not have passports, why? I have no idea, but we have those.
right,
Then you are giving them an option. You're giving them the San Juan, and it's not only a Ritz-Carlton is opening up. You have Dorado, which is part of the Ritz-Carlton Reserve. So, jump in, do the course, the excellence course, because it will tell you about the brands, because sometimes people will be like, oh, I didn't know that was part of Marriott. Oh, I didn't know that was part of Marriott. So once you do it, it will tell you the personalities of the different brands, so you know how to cater to your clients when they're looking for something specific.
right. Thank you.
So I see NASA say, no way, how didn't I know this? Great option. Okay. Any more
Hey,
questions?
Tamara.
Hi, NASA. How are you?
I'm good. So listen, I said no way because I was not aware that we could if we book a client, like even with Royalton, we could go back and add it in your system to get the Bonvoy points for ourselves.
Yep. And that the link that I shared there is the same link that the Royalton rep have been sharing, but it's just that people did not, like you say, they did not know that they could register the all-inclusive of all of Marriott properties on there. And there's a special link that has only all-inclusive as well. So if you're not too sure
Oh,
which resort is all-inclusive, you go into
can you share that because I didn't come in the beginning? Also, is there a date you could go back and add those points?
you know what,
Like how far back can you go back? Can
I'm
you
not too
go?
sure, you know, honestly, on that one.
Okay.
I'll have to find that out.
Okay. And who's the Raritan rep? Because Raritan has been doing a lot of things. So I'm not even sure after Lyra,
Uh,
like,
There's a new guy, he used to work on property and then he moved. Um, I have his contact information because
okay, can you?
somebody else needed it, and I can definitely share that with you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions?
You guys can unmute yourself if you have a question.
I won't bite, I swear to God. And if I don't know, I will tell you I don't know.
Well, I think the resorts that you did show us are some great options, especially if the destination doesn't have all-inclusive options,
Mhm.
especially like Puerto Rico or even Aruba. Sometimes you can't get an all-inclusive. So I think the Marriott is definitely one of the better options for places like that.
And you talked about all-inclusive, so an EP property, which is the Grand Cayman property, and even if it's not luxury, right? The Grand Cayman Marriott, it's not luxury. But if you have to take the standard that they provide and drop that resort in Mexico, it will be a luxury property. Grand Cayman in general is expensive. So that property, if you have 10 rooms, they will give you an all-inclusive package to allowing you to have access to all the restaurants, all the bars, every single thing at the property.
That's really good to know, especially for the agents like ourselves that do groups.
Mhm.
So that is very good to know.
Also, Tamara, I know I had asked you about the Los Sueños
Mhm.
property.
Mhm.
How far from the airport is that? I know the price point was really great. Like I was quoting a client in Costa Rica this week, and the price point was really good. Um,
It's an hour and 30 minutes from the airport.
okay.
And they do have a sister property, which is literally 5 minutes away from the airport. So if the following day, if the client is leaving early the following day and they feel they do not want to take that drive, they can easily stay at the Marriott property, which is the sister property to Los Sueños, which is again 5 minutes away from the airport and head across. Because when I did it, that's what I did.
Well, that's amazing. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Do some of these have like airport shuttle options if they're kind of far away from the airport?
No, they don't. We do have a concierge that you can pay for the shuttle for your clients.
Right.
But we do the room and we provide you option, but it's not included.
It's not included. Okay,
Right.
well, it's good to know that that's like an option.
Right. And I hope that you get to experience any of the Marriott properties very, very soon because I want you to compare out the Marriott property to a property that you've been selling a lot, or a property that your client come and ask you. Because sometimes the client asks you based on what they're seeing, and they're not too sure of the personality of that specific property. And only when you experience it, then you can give suggestions and then sway them, and hopefully they will enjoy, not hopefully, they will enjoy that property, the Marriott property, far more than, because I mean, I have been to other properties and I have not had one complaint. Prior to working with Marriott, I also worked for a tour operator, and I can tell you that I received complaint from all hotels. And the Marriott properties, I never received complaints. So that's why it was quite easy for me to make that transition from the tour operator directly to the hotel.
Not
And
even
that's what you
Royalton?
want. Huh?
Not even Royalton?
Complaints, what about Royalton?
I said not even from Royalton?
For complaints?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot
Oh
of
God. So
complaints.
no, I'm not even talking about Royalton. Because we got a lot of complaints for Royalton. Royalton is part of Marriott, but then I don't cover that one.
Okay.
So we did get complaints for the Royalton property, but for the ones with the Marriott name or the Sheraton name, I've never
Okay.
got it. Well, this has been interesting.
Yes. I certainly learned a lot, and I hope to visit one of the properties soon, and
Okay.
definitely take the excellence program. I'm going to put that on my calendar for March to engross myself in that, so that I can learn more about the properties. And I encourage the agents to do the same. Does
And I
any
did send the link for the excellence program, correct?
in
I
an
can send it
email?
again. I
Okay.
can send it, so at least you have that. And you also have the dates for the Barbados property.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, the Barbados property is a little old. The ones that have not been renovated, it needs renovation. And we are doing that. So please push your clients definitely to the Waves and the Treasure property, the Treasure Beach property, because those are the two properties that we have done renovations on.
Okay, understood. Understood. Does anybody else have any last minute questions?
Yeah, one last question. So Tamara, for the Barbados properties, when do you think the renovations will be completed of most, like majority of them?
So there, I know you came late, but then there was a photo, a shot or
Yeah,
that had
okay.
it had all the dates. So I can send that to you guys, so at least you have it. I do know the Turtle Beach property, which is the one right next to the other all-inclusive in Barbados, right? You know which one? I'll just
Yeah,
say the
yeah.
Sandals property, it's behind the Sandals property there. That property is completely closed as of February, and that is opening, I want to say, what did I say? I think 2026, I think it's opening. But when that opens, it will be converted to a tribute hotel. But we did see a room, it had the Caribbean colors, they kept it. There was a swinging chair on the patio. There's the pop of yellow, the pop of orange. The light was a little bit too low, so they were changing that off because it's a family resort, and they did not want, when kids are running and that kind of thing, for them to hit their head. So that I know will be changed. And I think that was it that they need to do. But there is a showroom in place to figure out what the room would look like. But I'll send that so you would have that information. So when you do go down to Barbados, because there are so many good flights heading down there, then you have another option to send your clients to. And again, it's all inclusive. So, all right,
Thank you.
no problem.
Yes, thank you. So I will follow up with you tomorrow and then you can send the link and everything over. I'll post it in our agent only Facebook page under this call so that everybody has that information. Does anybody have any last minute questions? Last call?
Please, none from NASA again.
Okay, so if you do, when I post Tamara's contact information, you can definitely send a message over to her. Tamara, thank you again for coming on tonight and giving us a recap of your beautiful properties. And have a great night. Thank you. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you all and have a wonderful evening. And let me know when you have those bookings, please. Take care
Absolutely.
then. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Thank